I heard that you're so fast, you can run around a planet and sign the back of your own head. We just need to find you a pen.
Liftoff looks good. All systems.
We have arrived. I will meet you inside the facility.
I can't believe it.
Major Sanan, Dr. Walker.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion. Where are we going?
Londinian.
Londinium. Doctor, I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with.
So the problem we're up against is vast. Terramorphs, they can be anywhere. Meaning us finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on, I'll walk you through what we're thinking. Yes?
You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats terramorphs, the Asyles? Take that as a no, then. Yes, there are. Apparently, the Asyles were bloodhounds for terramorphs. But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the Colony War, the Asyles were chosen to fill in the gaps.
We thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few remaining specimens. As you can see, what we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course, using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using, well, using some of the same technologies that were used to create me. We even think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Asyles' hunting skills to track down the terramorph transmission method at long last. Find out how humanity spread them and put an end to the terramorph problem definitively. If you pick a fight with one, or you're a terramorph, sure. But Asyles were already spread across the galaxy once before during the Colony War. As livestock.
They're far less of a danger than the one we're proposing to clean up.
All our data suggests so. Asyles, they're impressive hunters. The few tests we've been able to run, well, they more than got the job done. They're also shockingly adaptable. The data suggests they're able to thrive just about anywhere, and we plan to selectively breed them so they can hunt terramorphs wherever they're hiding. Which is important, because we did some cross-referencing in the terramorph data. On worlds where Asyles were present, terramorphs weren't. This suggests that however it is terramorphs are getting onto our worlds, Asyles are somehow cleaning that up as well. These creatures are good at what they do. I suppose that's a fair comparison. Except that this time, We'd be protecting human lives, not ending them. Now, there is another option for removing the terramorphs from our worlds. It's faster, maybe even more efficient, but riskier. A microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with terramorph DNA for us, which would include morphs, and we expect their transmission method. It'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle to it when it comes to sheer efficiency. Not even the Asylees.
Percival assures me that they're minimal. He'll be able to encode safeguards against mutation in the agent's genetics, so that they stick to the task of cleaning up terramorphs. But the microscopic world has a tendency to behave in ways you can't always predict. So to say there's zero risk would be a lie. Inclined that way myself.
With either path, though, we're looking at a long-term commitment. Years of work. Even just getting these plans off the ground is going to take time. And all routes are going to require some highly specific materials to make things work. Terramorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Asylees gene samples we can use to rebuild their bloodlines. Or sharpen our microbes' tracking skills. Not the sort of things any labs just got lying around.
But we think we found a lead. One place in the known galaxy where we know we should be able to find all the materials we need. All paths lead to Londinian. It's certainly not encouraged, but the UC's given their sign-off for this excursion. This trip is all above board. It was the central hub for Asylees processing during the Colony War. But, and this part's exciting, the terramorph data suggests Asylees were first found there. The planet it's on, Toliman II, was their homeworld. Meaning, there's a very good chance their prey, the terramorphs, came from that same world. Which would also explain why no one ever suspected that planet as the terramorph source world. The Asylees were too damn effective at cleaning them up. Additionally, it explains why once the Asylees were gone, the outbreak there was so catastrophic. Londinian could very well be where the terramorph saga began. And the key to its end. Exactly what I was hoping to hear. Now, the UC has a small operating base on Londinian's outskirts. We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commander, Sarah Hatoum, when we touch down. I'm gonna help Percival and Kaiser prep, but once that's done, we'll rendezvous with you there.
But you need to know, Londinian? It belongs to the terramorphs.
They'll have anti-Xeno gear for us at the base, but I'd make sure you've got your favorite arms on hand.
This is quite an impressive research facility. When it comes to the study of the terramorph, it's a damn shame that it was necessary to reopen this facility. But someone has to deal with the fact that the terramorphs have resurfaced.
Oh, this goddamn planet. You romanticize a place when you're away from it for long enough, but I forgot what a dust-crusted pit Mars can be. Now you, what do you need? Oh, nothing. I love having to take a toothbrush to every crate they drag in here. Now, you gonna tell me what you need, or can I get back to my work? Oh, that's you then. I was informed we might be working together. Don't much care for Vanguard. But sounds like you two really got into the thick of it back in New Atlantis. My sister's kids live in the city, so, thank you for what you did there. Don't think it's a controversial belief that the UC should spend its money on its own people first, rather than doling out credits to pilots from God knows where. But, considering the evidence before me, I guess the program's not a total waste. So, what you did for New Atlantis, I appreciate it. course. Consider yourself verified. Here's what I've got in stock.
I will be ready.
Destination's Lendinian on Ptolemy 2. We're meeting with Commander Hatum.
We don't. UC Brass wanted us focusing on weaponizing the adults, not where those adults came from. But there have been plenty of theories. That they release microscopic eggs that are drawn to the heat of the ships. That their nymphs are capable of a next-level sort of camouflage. Hell, one PhD candidate suggested their long gestation was them storing up to make grav jumps, all by themselves. And while I'd love to believe that's impossible, we've got definitive evidence for exactly none of it. So, we can't completely rule it out. Luckily, both Microbe or Aciles should be able to help us get a handle on the issue. Well, neither option is without risk, but I honestly believe both could be viable. It's going to take coordination inside the UC and out, but I think it can be done.
Since the outbreak, Londinians belonged to the Terramorphs. The UC maintains a presence there, keeps an eye on things, scares off any trespassers. And there are still a couple species that have been able to survive alongside the Morphs, but otherwise, they've got free reign. The city itself grew fast, but it was short-lived. The place was only founded during the Colony War to keep up with all the UC's increased industrial needs. A wartime boom town wiped off the map before it could really even put down roots.
These days, we need to actually get some sleep after going to bed.
You ready to head out? Okay. We'll meet you on board your ship. Talk more when we get there. Once we land on Aquila, it's gonna be you and me. So if you want to do any freewheeling before then, Cora and I will just be riding passenger.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yubi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Oh my god! I'm literally following in your footsteps right now! It's so cool!
Do you need something?
Appreciate the lift. Now, once we touch down in Aquila, we'll talk more. Hope you like it.
If you want help, I'm here.
Dad and I will be riding passenger with you. The most boring job in space travel. Yup, I've been his co-pilot since I was old enough to read a map. He lets me fly sometimes, and fix things aboard, and use the intercom, and everything. I just have to promise not to complain about having to stay aboard the ship when we're somewhere dangerous. Dad says when I'm older, he'll teach me how to use a pistol, and once I'm a good enough shot, I can go with him anywhere. I can't wait to get older.
And orbit stabilizing. Perfect.
require my assistance.
All right, we're here. You ready? Because once we get started, I'm gonna be riding your tail till this is over. She stays with the ship, usually. Got a few more years to go before I let her swill whiskey in some backwater bar. Well, hey, hold up. Looks like you got someone with you already. And if I'm reading the eyes right, they got some personal business to attend to. Might want to finish that first.
Always a pleasure. Actually, yes, I do. Here you are. It was nice talking to you again. I wonder if this is a man-made cave or a natural formation.
Don't come any closer. Identify yourself. I am fine. He was clumsy. Made far too much noise. Easy to deal with. You have not answered my question. Who are you? You are from Constellation. Vladimir said someone might be coming.
I'm just glad we found you unharmed, Andreja. Vladimir and I were worried.
You are the newest member, yes? Do they often send you to check up on other, more senior members? Perhaps. I suspect Vladimir worried you might find me on the ground, instead of this one. We waste time. We should complete our mission and then we can talk. Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
It would be advisable to vacate this area. Please do not interfere with my tasks. Warning. I am programmed to prioritize the completion of my tasks over the safety of nearby humans. Wear a hard hat.
And once again, we are triumphant.
Take your best shot.
Damn it.
We are here for the artifact. We should keep going.
I'm gonna go down.
What is that?
We are not alone.
There you are. I'm going to end. There was no other way to win.
Vision's compromised.
You cannot beat me.
Get down.
I cannot.
Rainform.
not respond when I called to you after you pulled out the artifact. Does that mean Barrett's theory and experience were correct? The artifact grants the first person who touches it a vision? Barrett told me the headaches afterwards were immense. I see he did not exaggerate. I think it is important that we discuss what you saw back there. That man. What I had done. It was, yes. I appreciate that you see it that way. A very practical outlook, not one I find is shared amongst members of Constellation. May I ask what your background is? Argos. I have heard of this company. Small, reckless. Interesting. I do not have experience with this profession, but I have my own experiences with risk. We both seem to be unusual additions to Constellation. Please, I would ask that you not mention to Vladimir the circumstances in which you found me. This is not the first time that Va'ruun zealots have attempted to corner me. If it is known that this has happened again, well, it has been a while since I was given an assignment on my own. I would not want it to be even longer in the future. Do you understand? Yes, it would seem they have not yet learned how much it will cost them. But then that is their fundamental problem, is it not? An inability to see anything other than the path which they have created for themselves. You are unfamiliar. This is a surprise. Few have not heard of them. They are fanatics, having taken the teachings of House Va'ruun and twisted them into a belief that the galaxy must be wiped clean before the Great Serpent's return. So, in this I would say I have done the galaxy a favor. Mom, this means we are in agreement. Thank you. That is good to know. I will finish here and return to New Atlantis when I can. You should go now, as they will be expecting us.
So, what's new with you today? You can tell me anything. I can't believe how perfectly we were made for each other. We should get a drink sometime.
I have my own way back. Go on without me. I will meet you back at the lodge. I will meet you back at the lodge. My own way back. Go on without me. I will meet you back at the lodge. Before you start stuffing your pockets with ore, you might want to check who owns this mining facility. Happy to listen. Oh, damn. I was starting to enjoy the conversation.
Orbit locked. You just look at that.
Engaging a UC ship. Not very smart.
Not everyone would have stuck their necks out for a patrol. Thanks. Any way we can repay you? Transferring credits now. You take care out there.
Hey, can we skip the local chunks this time? Never agrees with my stomach. It spends a fortune to maintain the lodge, but I'd say it's worth every credit.
Andrasia, thank goodness. We were worried.
Why? Was there a concern that I would not contribute to the mission?
No, of course not. We thought you might be hurt.
Oh, then thank you, but it was not necessary. We succeeded.
Look at you two. I'm jealous. I tried following up on some leads myself, but came back empty-handed.
They could be anywhere, can't they? Embedded in a rock, or in the hands of an unsuspecting novelty goods trader? A couple of scans from the eye, but it looks like you got there first. Shame on me for taking the scenic route, huh? I wasn't aware we were competing, but game on.
Oh no, don't you two start. We're supposed to be working together, not competing.
What's wrong with a little rivalry here and there? I think it pushes us to be at our best.
Or causes nothing but arguments.
Arguments which then breed distrust. Noel is right, Mateo.
Well, I suppose there was that one time, and then the other. What do you think? A little competition can't be that bad, can it? I'm the villain in this story? I can't believe I'm the one pushing us to be tougher for once.
You're spending too much time with Walter, Mateo. He's turning our adorable teddy bear into a grizzly.
I hate taking sides, but I agree with Mateo. I find that a little competition is the spark people need to push themselves to achieve their goals.
You know what? I just realized I completely overtook this whole conversation. This should be about you and Andrasia celebrating a win for the group.
I do not mind being asked to join in a debate. It was good to hear everyone's sides. But I do agree that we accomplished something together. Thank you for your help. I have no objections. Let us see what else we can find out there.
Noel, pulling some interesting data from those new artifacts. Tell the Rook to meet me back on board the station.
Roger that, Vladimir. She's on her way.
If you need something, I've got your back. Oh, I love catching up with you. Let's do it again sometime.
This is all. Ask if you've got questions. Speak up. Take care of yourself.
Yes, you need me? You do not need to ask me if you may ask. You may just ask. You might find it absurd, but honestly, the Lodge. I have never been surrounded by such a remarkable group of people, present company included. It has been a very long time since I have been someplace that could possibly feel like home. There are worlds beyond count out there, but that feeling is rare and precious. I have done so in the past, when necessary, but I am not the best pilot, and it seems prudent to apply my skills where they are most useful. Lately, that means aiding you, and that, I think, has worked out very well. Honestly, I cannot answer that. So many years have been driven by survival in intense circumstances. Leisure time it's been in short supply. And I suppose I have conditioned myself to not think about it much. I do enjoy combat training, though I suppose that is hardly the answer you are looking for. You have given me something to consider. Thank you for that. If you wish to know more, I will be here. Maybe when you are not quite so busy. It seems you have other matters that require your attention.
You be careful, okay?